There's really not much going on here today other than we're packed up with trucks in front of me. I think there's 1, 2, 3, 4 over there. I'm number 5. So I was the 6th one in line this morning. So I'll just flip this around here and you can see what I'm talking about. Down in there, I don't know if your computer screen is big enough, but if you look right over there, you'll see those lights. Those are loaders. And what they're doing is they're pushing the material down. The material starts way over there on the other side of that pile, and they cut it, they wet it, they cut it, they wet it, and they keep pushing it down and down and down and down and down until it gets way to hell over there. And then they move it to the right a little at a time. There's turners, and then they scoop it up and they put it into bunks, or well, I wouldn't call them bunks, but yeah, I guess they're bunks, into bunk silo, basically bunk silos. And they force air and water and other stuff into it until it becomes more and more composted to the point where they can use it. And then they set the spawn, and from there, it goes into facilities like those. I don't know if you can see those. Let me move you over here. I'm inside the truck. I don't really want to get out and film. I don't want to be obvious about it. But if you see those buildings right there, those big white ones, those are new. They started building those maybe 4 or 5 years ago. And I'm going to say there's a dozen or more of them. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. Okay, so there's 13 across the front, and then in the back there's a solid 8 or more, if not more than that. I don't know. I could. Okay, good morning. Yeah, so you've gone from me loading to getting ready to unload to now watching some of the process of moving this material. These are really large loaders. I think they're the 150s. Volvos. I know there's a couple of cats that are there. They got Volvo, Deere, and Caterpillar here at this particular place. These piles of material are quite large, like large. They keep adding and wetting, and then they push them together, and now they're pushing them into one giant pile. So they should all be about the same consistency in the compost department. Like the same consistency, like all the same, identical. That's their goal, is to start out with raw ingredients and then turn it into the same product at the end, so that it is consistent for growing mushrooms. Yeah, so that's just that. But anyways, I was watching another YouTube channel, and he's a much larger YouTube channel, 1.6 million subscribers, and he was talking about a boxer or an athlete, and I'm not into athletic people. You know, I don't care about ball sports. They don't turn me on. It's a waste of my time. I can't sit and watch somebody do something that I could do myself, and I don't enjoy that stuff anyway. Just to me, it's just a waste of time. I'd rather be being productive. But anyways, he was talking about being on top, and when you get to the top, it's harder mentally to stay at the top than it is to get to the top. And when you get to the top, and it put me in mind of the Rocky movies, you know, like I think it was the second or third one or whatever one he got lazy, complacent. He was the champion. Why should I work so hard? You know, I worked hard to get here. Now I'm here. So, well, what happens is you forget that where you were, what it took to get you to the top, and what you were up against, because now you are no longer climbing to the top. You have a whole bunch of people behind you that want to take your position. And he was attributing that to YouTube channels and how he doesn't put as much effort into his YouTube channels as he used to. And I'm like, bing, a light bulb goes on. You know, I really don't put that much effort into these. I am not at the top by any means. I am comfortable with where I'm at, obviously. You know, I don't really care. I've been doing this for 12 years, and the people that are here, new subscribers, that welcome, you know, welcome to this. But I thought about it. I thought, you know, maybe I should put a little more effort into the editing side of it. But I'm really busy, you know. There's a lot of things that I do, and YouTube is not my main source of income by any means. Never did I want it to be. I never even thought that I could make any kind of money on here. But, you know, the money was nice. But anyways, it really came to realization that I had been on top at one point. And then How Farms Work overtook me, and they always put a lot more effort into it, and then so on and so forth. And I don't know who's on top now. I really don't care. You know, I'm not in this as a competition. I wasn't even then. As a matter of fact, when I was the top dog, I didn't realize I was top dog. And now you get to look at my ugly mug, and my wife left the door to the bedroom open. And William is here to my left playing with a drawer full of busted cameras. So anyway, I used to do a lot of different things to entertain people on YouTube. And I don't anymore. I just basically show what I do during the course of the day. And whatever else comes to my mind, which, you know, really isn't much lately, because my life has evolved. I now have a little guy who's not so little anymore. He's over 2, man, 2.5 years old, this guy. Or not quite 2.5 years old, but he's getting there. February, I guess, will be 2.5. He was born in August. So, you know, so I'm thinking, man, you know, my YouTube channel isn't dead. I still get some decent views, and a lot of people come and go and say, hey, you're still doing the same thing, you know. Well, yeah, I'm kind of still doing the same thing, but not really. But if you look back on my older videos, and you'll see that when my older children were young, because I've done this for 12 years, you look back on them, they were, what, 8, 9 years old? 8, 9, 10 years old. Timothy was probably 14 or 15 13, 14, 15 when I started this mess. He's 26 now, so 14 years old. So, yeah, it's been fun. It's been a lot of fun. Now, I saw Ryan at How Farms Work. He was saying that he's had creator burnout. And I understand what creator burnout is. It's just when you get sick and tired of the dramas of this job that we've volunteered to do and then get paid to do it. And, you know, I hear them. I don't have creator burnout. What I have is complacency. And being complacent with what I do. Reading comments and lead to great criticisms, and some's constructive, some's blatant disregard for feelings and the lifestyle that we lead. Some people are just assholes. That's just the way it is. And the first opening frames of this video is for my assholes. But anyway, yeah, so that's just what I really wanted to talk about, is I should probably do a little more creative video work, and maybe I would attract some new subscribers, and you know, maybe I shouldn't be so complacent with being where I'm at if I want to expand this channel. But expanding the channel is fun, I gotta say, but I used to do a lot more crazy things, and it became more evident the other day when I did my burnout video. It's like, it was kind of stupid fun, and it cost a little bit. Tire-wise, not the rear tires. Those rear tires were completely junk. And the front tires, you know, when I turned the front tires on, I cringed a little bit when I did that. It's like, oh man, she's going to burn those front tires off. And nobody really wants to burn the front tires off of their tractor, because those tires are expensive. And I know someone says, oh, well, there's $1,000 right there. You know, you're burning $1,000 worth of rubber. Well, the front tires alone, just the 2 front tires, I think they were $2,200. The rear tires, God, what the hell were they? They were about $2,000 a piece, $1,800. I think they were $1,800 a piece. I'm going to buy 2 new Trelleborg tires to put on the rear, and I should probably do that. I may even do that today. I could run out and get those 2 Trelleborg tires, jack that tractor up, get the track jack down, lift the ass end of that tractor up, and pop those rims off, take them out to Ag Equipment Specialties and get them to just change them and take the old tires, because I have no desire to keep these tires. They're absolutely garbage, and I just don't need them. And he can get rid of them for me, because I just don't need them. It costs about $50 per tire to change those. and it's nothing to get the tires off of there now because I do have the, well, shit, the 3-point on that tractor don't work. Oh, well, I'm just talking out loud. But I do need to put new tires in the back end of it. And I think now is kind of the time to do it before oil prices climb. We do have an incoming president now, a new incoming president who is going to tax the ever-loving shit out of us. Thank you, everybody, for that. I was enjoying the low fuel rates and the lower taxes and the other incentives to do business. And now it's like, whatever. So we'll just leave politics aside today. And probably from now on, because when my mom and dad always said, if you've got nothing good to say, don't say it at all. So I think that's the route that I'm going to take. But anyways, I've been talking for 9 minutes, and I hope you enjoyed this. Sorry about the in-your-face action. I may edit some of those out because it's just kind of annoying to run into a bale of hay and then pull out, that in-your-face stuff. So maybe I've removed it, maybe I haven't. But if you're still here, thanks for being here, everybody. If you're not subscribed, it's really easy. It doesn't cost you a dime. Hit the subscribe button. If you don't like what you've seen, hit the unsubscribe button. It's there. It's the same one. It's just in a different color. So it go from gray to red when you unsubscribe. And if that's what you feel like doing today, that's okay with me. But I'd rather have the subscription rather than the unsubscription. But hey, life is life, and we're going to live it whether we like it or not. So have a good one.